is day 3 of the marathon. We've been playing Shadows of Adam from the beginning. We're trying to 100% it this week in celebration of our first anniversary, which is on Friday. We've been having a good time. We've had a lot of great questions, a lot of great crowd interaction, so hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. We are left off in the Magma Sanctum, so we got about, I don't know, we might be able to get to the side quest by tonight. I think we could. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. One second. Alright. We're about halfway through this dungeon. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, this one is not too bad. It's kind of fun because you get to chase the orb as it's going. A little faster. Get to grab that high ether. And this guy. Crapnel. Oh. Yeah, I remember. One second. Turn off sound on my phone. It's beeping. Alright, so if I remember correctly, the path over here should be now free, so I can move. That. A channel. I'm actually gonna spin this around getting some AP back because I'm kind of low. Kellen with two duplicator with an ice sword, he's gonna be able to pretty much by himself. Ellen's wrecking shop. So to show you what he's got the ice sword, fire armor, knight's mane with bandana, and I raise his attack by 5. Duplicator, he's going to get 2 attacks and 3 go. You know what I should do is give him that. I'm gonna do that when I go to the guild next. Next save point I see, I'm gonna. Whoops, I don't. So for those of you guys who are just joining the chat, if you haven't been here in the last few days, this is Shadows of Adam. We're doing a all-week stream to celebrate the anniversary on Friday. We might not be able to do Friday evening. Yeah, guy just got called. But so, excuse me. Be playing from 7 to 10 Eastern time every night. I'll just be talking about the game, answering any questions you guys have, and trying to 100% to get every treasure chest, get every secret, etc. Talk about the development. The game is currently 50% off on Steam right now. Just type that little so you can see. Alright. This is one of the few, like, kind of scene encounters. There's not a lot of them in our game. But, just... These guys are hard to hit with attack, and they're going to counter if you miss. One person should do it. Alright. We are almost at the end of the level. Alright, we're gonna go to the guild and do a little foraging real fast with the artifacts. Alright, we don't need the 3D gauntlet anymore. Point. Bruiser. Ooh, or that. You know, actually, that. Take the bandana off. The bladed idol. Okay. I'm setting up like a super build for Kellen. So basically, this is going to give him 2 attacks. He's going to spend some AP to do more damage, and he's got a plus 25 attack bonus. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. Especially with the ice sword, which I got in the last dungeon, secret one. Make sure it works at this ball. So like I mentioned in the other 2 episodes, after a long string of dungeoning, we like to have a little bit of a scene to sort of break up the pacing. This is kind of a big scene for Kellen and Talon, where they kind of hit wits end with each other. This was one of the last scenes I ended up doing in the game. Because this was added pretty late. I remember playing through this dungeon and feeling like it needed something. It's a loot scene. This guy's gonna open up with a burn. That's okay. Because I'm going to make quick work of this guy. Bob Kellen. Oh. But there's more. Because there's a battle gauntlet. Alright, and the final Zack and Nick battle. Let's see what I gotta do. I'm gonna start by giving Kellen a spinach and berserking him. Okay, we're in good shape. Throw another spinach onto the Kellen. Actually, let's have you attack. Throw another spinach on Kellen. That's annoying. But it's okay. Alright. Go ahead and remedy myself. Let's see what I got going on here. Let's throw a shrapnel on him. Damn, Kellen's beast mode right now. No problem. And we always wondered if that boss was too easy. I had a really specific strat to finish him off, so it's hard to tell. Sometimes we wondered if the Magma Sanctum in general was too, but it's what it is. Okay. First shot of the airship. So throughout the game, NPCs will be talking about the airship. First time you actually see it. For whatever you're wondering what that is, he's basically crushing up a flower and dropping. Yikes. So Malvo's getting kind of his moment in the sun right here. He's been chasing the party for the whole game. And he's finally captured him. He's going to try to figure out how to get the power of magic too. This scene was actually a lot of fun to do with all the punching animation and the quick dialogue. And the quickest double cross in all of RPG history. And he's gonna get hit. Now we're at another flashback with Curtis. He's had some trouble with his drinking. What's up, Max? Thanks for coming out. How's it going, man? A little bit of a sleepier crowd tonight, but hopefully in a few minutes we'll get some more folks and Tim will join. Last night was fun when we had a bunch of people and Tim was on the line with me too. He'll probably chime in at some point. So I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about. One fun thing we did in our game is we have 2 interactive flashbacks with Curtis, and they're probably my favorite parts of the game. This is don't understand why he's in this situation quite yet, but you just know he's kind of in despair. I'm just gonna kind of... This is my favorite message box in the entire game. I had an uncle who was a pirate. Nice guy otherwise. Just found that really... I'm supposed to go to the bar, so I'll go ahead and do that. Hey, look, it's Zach and Nick. Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to me. I had an uncle who was a pirate. Nice guy otherwise. Just, I don't know why that's funny. Actually, maybe my second favorite line in the game is when Talon's making fun of Kellen for being loud and stomping around, and Kellen yells, "I walk boldly." It's funny. Instead of, you say, we need a place to rally back when Clumpy Feet gets us spotted by the guards. He goes, "Clumpy Feet, I walk boldly." For some reason. Oh, Kurt's gonna get wasted. He's depressed. Failed them. Let them die. Single. So this scene actually wasn't in the original draft. Remember we needed like a scene that showed why Curtis went to save Azrael in the Tangle from the beginning. And throughout this whole story, you don't really know why. Curtis is just kind of with you. Very mysterious. And a little bit about his past, but this is one of the bigger reveals. He's shown a vision. And he has so much regret for what happened, which we'll find out in the next dungeon. And this is where he goes Super Saiyan. Boom. Just freaking breaks the door. That was supposed to be a pose of him meditating, but for some reason I could never get the scene working right, so it's a little strange. But it's fine. Spin kicks. So fun fact about this piece of music right here. There seems to be a piece of music that a lot of people like for whatever reason. This is one of the first pieces of music I wrote for the game, and it originally was the first draft of the Wind Tower. But really didn't end up working. So we scrapped it, and it really didn't have a place in the game. But after all the music was done, I really knew I needed a scene-specific kind of tune for this moment where they're escaping. So I used it for this, and it seemed to work well. Alright, let's see. So this right here used to not be there because you used to not be able to actually soft lock the game where you could trap yourself. Not sure if I can do it. But anyway. It's kind of funny how it went. Alright. This guy's a little bit of a bitch. So this is another thing we cut in the game. I was mentioning last night, we cut a lot of things as development went on, if they were problematic or weren't working quite right. But I think originally this guy had a very specific strat to beat him. He like basically couldn't be damaged. The only way to beat him was to taunt him, and it would like lower his defense. But it had all these issues, like it was giving us bugs, and the messaging of it wasn't very clear. So about 3-4 weeks before release, we ended up changing that. Now this guy just does whatever. He's just kind of a tanky kind of enemy. Let's see. Suplex. So I got Kellen on beast mode right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. So I'm trying to get every treasure chest and get to level 50 by the end of the run. The blind would be really nice. That's really good. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and just do another. Way would get a freeze. Oh, they're strong. Gets ice too. Okay. That guy. Oh, come on. Good. Let's do it. And suplex. There used to be a secret passageway in the airship in this map. There was a sword called the Magic Sword for Kellen, which I think had a little less attack than his current setup, but had a little bit more magic power. And as we described last night, magic actually Has some use for Kellen. His cheer up ability scales off his magic stat, and there's a small modifier that rally stacks off his magic stat as well. Second, how much is power build? 15. Blade Idol's better. It's okay. Still pretty. Anyway, there was like a secret path. It was kind of awkward. I think it was like from here you would like do like a secret path like at Lord of F's place, but you ended up removing that. But if you were able to like put a walk through walls cheat in our game, if you go like to the top left corner, you could still find the chest. And in one of the first early builds of the game when we went on Steam, there was a collision clipping issue, so people kept finding that treasure chest. Pretty funny. Let's do that. Attack. Crap. No, you know what? Let's do. These guys are tough. You might be noticing every time Kellen's attacking, he's spending 5 AP. It's because I have the Bruiser on, which basically what it does is that it spends AP to do more damage. A little issue. I'm noticing that it's only doing more damage the second one. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead. Yeah, it's not really explained as well, but it's basically like if you play FF5, there's the MP attack, sort of like that. Oh crap. I'm gonna do a Psyblast. Originally, we were going to have a boss of this little mini dungeon, but that was another thing that was cut for various reasons. Come on. Alright, we're in good shape. Alright. We are done with that. Get like the end of Talon's character arc right here. Doesn't go with him. Fun fact, there's probably like 9 copies of the Atom map in our game for all these different scenes. It's just easier to keep track if you make a separate map instead of like having like 40,000 event trigger stuff. noticed something I need to check out. I don't know, Max. Maybe you could figure out how to do it, dude. Okay. So this song is actually just the music of Adam, which is used as what I call the friendship theme. Alright. Okay. Stock up on all the new stuff. I've really not been selling this stuff. Weird. Alright. It's the first time I can buy Max Revive, so I'm gonna buy a few of those. Pretty useful for those. Remember, there's some secrets in here. So all these guys are basically gonna give you some lore. It's up ahead. Yep. There's another essence. So another purple chest that you can see but can't get. I'll go and get that. So basically the king was trying to save his wife, so before she died he was going to go down to the Wraith World and stop her, but he ended up finding the crystal where all magic emanated from. Let's see. I go up. Apple juice. I think this is it's been magic. This one I believe is something. And some. Right. So sky. It's a little less attack, but I get plus 15 speed, so it's, you know, it's could be worth it. I'm not gonna personally use it. Actually, let me see those. Oh wow, I got a lot of speed. Apple juice, magic, 2. Broccoli, defense. Okay, so I'm giving Azzy more speed than Curtis. Try that. Okay, and the next scene, you're gonna, if you pay close attention, you're gonna see a treasure chest in this corridor, and remember that for later. Yikes. I'll blast them. It's my favorite scene where Curtis just kind of walks off and... where is Curtis going? This should work. Oh, come on. Alright, so... Can't get up there yet, but we'll deal with that later. Spinach. Spinach, that's attack, right? Okay. Alright, the Earth Maze time. Let's see if I remember how to use that one. This scene's cool because it builds a lot of anticipation. It's like really heading towards a big climax of the game. So Luke made this really long minecart ride, which is very fun in my opinion. Go ahead and complete this dungeon. Oh, let's see what I want to do. Usually I can take care of his shield really fast. Yikes. These guys are bitches. This is the first time you see twin magic. So it's fairly significant. Or twin cast. Oh, no effect, right. Alright, those guys down. Elixir Knight. There's a secret path somewhere. I think it's not here yet. Yeah, Twin Cast is a bitch. You gotta be careful. Those guys are a lot of class cannon type characters in our game, so we gotta try to... Like I mentioned in maybe 2 episodes ago about forward presence. It's really important in this game. If you tank too much, you're gonna get screwed. Okay. Oh, this guy is tough. Flips, G-Wave, and then I'm gonna try Doom Dice. See what I roll. See what I roll. That's good. Pretty good. Not bad. Yikes. Let's give. Let's actually take these guys out, and then I'll revive. Come on, give me, that's good, yeah. Pretty good. Oh, Az is gonna miss that XP. That's unfortunate. Ooh, I got Final Light already. I've fought every single battle in this game, so I'm a little ahead of the scale. Okay, this guy is a little bit of a bitch. Insert him. Okay, Heartbreak. Let's do an Eclipse. You hate the Shadow more than Golem? Yeah, I was talking about the Shadow actually last night. It used to be a lot harder, actually. Believe it or not. Ah, damn it. Alright. Stupid, Alright, and that's 2 items that are easily missed. The Fire Rod. It's a pretty good boost. The only chest I've missed so far is the one in the Magma Sanctum because I just couldn't remember how to... And I think I missed a chest earlier. So a little dev trick we did to make the minecarts work is that we didn't have an animation for them to get in and out, and it was kind of awkward. So I just do a fade in, fade out. Get on the minecart. Fade in, fade out. As far as I can tell, I don't think people have minded that. Item. Alright. Going. This guy. It's gonna go for it. And go the other guys first. That one's too strong. Alright. I can one-hit him with the suplex. Let's pick a card. Maybe I'll get... I don't know, we'll see what I get. Lightning, nice. Oh, not nice. Oh, he's not. Oh, look. Right. Sorry. Okay. Continue on. This guy's guarding a chest, which I'll probably just go ahead and get, because why not? Sorry, I haven't really been thinking too much to talk about. This is, these, like, the Magma Sanctum didn't introduce really a whole lot of new mechanics dungeon-wise. There's a lot more emphasis on, like, cliff hopping and stuff like that. But, nothing, like, majorly new. And this dungeon doesn't really do it either. This is sort of a mini dungeon in my mind. You bring back the minecarts because minecarts are awesome. The puzzles are a little more simpler last time, but still fun. If I go down here, I can get a little trip. One of these has a juice in it, if I recall correctly. Maybe not. Okay. Yikes. Okay, let's do that guy. Yeah. Let's do a shrapnel. Another thing to note is, like, a lot of sound effects are reused in many different ways. We spent a pretty good penny, like, getting some nice sound effects, but when you're indie, you try to, I'm not gonna say cut corners, but find ways to smartly use your resources. So, You know, like that sound of the shrapnel shares the sound with the grenade, which shares the sound of the smoke bomb when back and egg run away, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you missed some, Max? Or what to do? You missed yesterday, Max, when I couldn't even solve my own puzzle. Pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. Let's see. I think there's another somewhere. No, wait. So I have to go and flip the switch over here. That's what it is. It's this guy. Okay, that'll take me on. Perfect. It's pretty embarrassing. It took me like 10 minutes, and then I eventually just looked up the strategy guide, which we're almost done making, by the way. But it was pretty embarrassing. I think if I do it. Yeah, I'm just the composer, man. It's my excuse. One thing I wish we could have got implemented, which maybe doesn't bug you guys, but bugs me a little bit, is that with the music, it would have been nice if when you exit battle, it picks up from where it left off, so the music doesn't start from every time you exit battle. It's a little minor nitpick of mine, but yeah, it was one of the orb puzzles. Let's just do it. All these like, little things, like as I'm playing through and being more objective, like Tim was saying last night, pretty much every time we watched people play the game or play the game ourselves, we're only thinking about ways we can improve it. And we've put out a lot of patches, and right now we're kind of being hands off just because it's been a year and I feel like we've got a good product. If we find bugs, we'll try to fix those, but you know, you can't like endlessly develop. Well, I guess Diablo did that. And also there's a guy speedrunning our game, so anything we change could either mess up his route or RPG limit break or potentially like cause an issue. That's another thing. You gotta be careful when you add new stuff because you might end up like breaking something. So tread very carefully. Usually what we do is we do separate branches where we test stuff. Test you know, if something's working. So we're gonna do a double up Heartbreaker to get rid of this guy's defense, and hopefully that he doesn't do a Stone Flip. Oh, it's gonna happen, man. I do not know the solutions to those puzzles. I never actually solved them except for the first one because I was trying to test the battle balance, and I was just getting stuck on that, and I got really frustrated and decided to give up. So I would just use my walk through the walls cheat to get through it. Alright. Just go ahead and do a round of attacks. Nice, Kellen. Alright, so now some more Curtis story time. He's kind of getting the end of his arc right here. Or, yeah. Or at least explaining why he is the If you recall, last time he was here, he was like this little baby. Now he's just this buff dude who like suplexes and roundhouse kicks people. One little effect I like is the as the crystal's going up and down, you can see like the light on the statue's face getting covered with the light of the crystal. Another thing that's a small detail that you guys might not notice was that if you look at the crystal, you get three little chips in it. That's where the shards were taken from it. So when when Lod waged the Wraith War, they needed the power of the Wraith Crystal to use magic. So they chipped off 3 little shards from the crystal and then placed them all over the world so they could funnel magic to their mages. So there's the one in the Magma Sanctum, top of the volcano, the one in the Water Garden, and the one in the Wind Tower, which was close to Jerdora. But they still lost. That's a result of our script writer, when he writes script and he requests specific graphics, he describes it. And so pipeline would usually be something like Luke would write the script, so like me and Josh would have the basic outline for the plot beats or the story places, like I was mentioning yesterday. Luke would flesh it out, write a script, and then indicate like where we need certain music, what kind of graphics we need, and then describe it as best he could. Ken would then see that, and as art director would either do it himself or work with other talented pixel artists to fulfill the vision. And man, it's pretty crazy. We got all this stuff done. I think the Wraith Crystal might have been something Tim did. Because that was like a very late edition. If I recall correctly, at one point we just had like 4 different shards that were all just like palette swaps. And when we were finishing the game, we realized we needed one for the Wraith Crystal, so there's like a blue one for the water. Or it's like a green one for the wind, blue for the water, red for the fire. And then we needed something special that showed the little chips out of it. And that's where we got the version we have now. So let's see. I'm just gonna waste the shroud. Man, get rid of the... Okay, great. Remember how I talked about when we were hearing Curtis's flashback that I wasn't going to open those chests? I'll show you why in a second. I know as a developer we're not supposed to like criticize our own games, but there's something weird happened there. Not sure what that was. With the exception of I guess the Shadow guys have already been in the game, with the exception of the mages that do twin casts, there really isn't like a huge like qualitative difference in the monsters here. Like we talked about how every dungeon introduced one new mechanic. Instead of just getting more and more stats, more HP, they would change in unique ways. It's like playing a platformer game, a Mario game. Each new world introduces a new mechanic and it builds on the old ones. And the jumps don't just get larger and higher. The jumps get different. The mountain platformer, different sort of enemies that intersect with you. And my friend Patrick Hallman in his game design series talks about that. The most important way to grow difficulty in a game is qualitatively. Quantitatively is, like I said, stats get higher, just gets more HP. That's like an artificial type of difficulty. So I'm like, as I'm replaying that, this dungeon and the last dungeon with critical lens, I'm starting to think that maybe we could have done a little better about maybe doing more qualitative differences. But the twin magic thing might be enough, especially as in the earlier part of the dungeon, Earth Cave, when they had only one in each group. Got the kind of sense of like, okay, I need to take this gal fast because a double cast is going to really wreck me. Now they're starting to introduce 2, so you're going to have to figure that out. Also, these Shadow guys make it really interesting because you can't affect them with physical attacks, so Kellen becomes kind of useless. Oops. Let's do this. Try to do Chi Wave and then pick a card. So, Solemn is definitely fucked up now. Covered in a... Let's do channel. getting rocks and stuff. We don't get the full conclusion of what happened to Solemn until the final dungeon, but... Ooh, nice. Got that lightning card. Actually, a lightning card is a fairly new addition. Maybe about 3-4 months ago, we realized that Talon's pick a card just didn't have enough stuff to make it worth using. It was just sort of like... you know... something you use because you just have to use something. So we buffed. This is how we buffed it. So originally it was just Fire, Ice, Wraith card. Then we added the Lightning card, which is single target, big damage. So the Lightning card is going to do about. It's going to do about like 4 times as much damage as the other ones. The only drawback is you can't choose who it targets. And then we did another buff, so that used to be an ether, now it's a high ether, not huge. In the latest patch, I think all the chances for status effects have been increased, so Fire card got like another 10% to do burn, and Ice card got about a 50% power buff and more freeze chance, which I haven't seen a freeze yet, but I think it's possible. Oh crap. Ooh. Okay. Let's do it. Can one-shot that guy. I can probably take this guy out with hat trick. Something suspect about when that hat trick retargets. There's something funky about it. The Wraith card has, I think, the most damage of all the AoE cards, Max, and it has like a 10% chance to. Here's Curtis's best weapon in the game, the Forbidden Claw, which you can see is a huge boost. If you got that in early place, it was the Jinx Claw, which is a good weapon at the time. But the Wraith card has more damage than Fire and Ice, and a small chance to do an instant death, which I saw like 2 in last night's stream. Also, not many enemies have resistance to Wraith magic, so it's almost like a non-elemental damage. Kind of secret way to make Talon really good is to buff his magic, so his pick a card is really strong, but then you gotta deal with the randomness element. Okay. So remember when I talked to that guy earlier and he had that crystal and the ring or whatever made with a crystal and he was hiding it and he offered to give it to me, but I told him just keep it, so he hid it. It's been sitting here for 30 years or whatever, and it's been next to the Wraith crystal. Now named the Wraith bracelet. Now instead of getting the Wraith ring, which gave me 50 AP, this is going to increase my AP by 200. Give that to Azzy. What do you have? Why do you have a charm? That's like a shitty... I'm gonna give you the Wraith. Yeah, that's one of those few like missable things that we like stuck to our guns. We wanted to have... It's kind of like the Chrono Trigger thing, right? I mean, there's no way you would have known, but... Want to be like yeah. Well, let me know. Do you guys think that was fair? At least like in the normal chest, they're just like basic consumables. But with the claw, like there's an NPC who distinctly says like, "I would be careful opening this if I were you." Like he kind of warned you about it. So because that was actually a suggestion from some people who were playing the game who suggested that. It'd be nice to have just a little bit of a lore thing on it. Damn. Damn, Azzy. Okay. Fight all these guys. Uh-oh. Okay, this will be... Oh, I don't have that yet. Oh, crap. As a developer, as I talked about last night, and a player of RPGs, I don't like missable items. But it's one of those things where it's like, it was such a cool thing I couldn't pass it up. And it's in the JRPG canon with, like, the chest and, what's it called? Chrono Trigger. Where if you open them in the past, or open them, yeah, if you don't open them in the past, they charge up and become better items in the future. Right. The Wraith Ring is still pretty good. So it's 50. And there's the Wraith Band, which is going to give you 20. So there's options there. So a nice little strat, a setup, is to combine the Wraith Bracelet with the Wraith Pack. The Wraith Pack basically, it lowers your AP by 50, but it increases your passive recovery to 75. If you combine that with the Wraith Bracelet, you'll go down to 50, but a plus 100, so you have 150 AP, but every round Azzy's going to regenerate 75 AP. And that's pretty much an endless Wraith Storm setup. You could do like 4 Wraith Storms in a row before you have to regenerate any. When I get to level 42, I'll show you guys the new move that Azzy has, which costs 120 AP to use, so you can't even use it unless you have some sort of... Oh, you could also find the Wraith Pack, the Wraith Bracelet, and then the Wraith Charm, which reduces cost of AP by a third. And that's like my favorite setup for Azzy, as far as just AP use, so she can like constantly be doing like Wraith Storms and stuff. Actually, with that setup, she can never not do a Wraith Storm. Because with a third of the cost gone, I think it will cost 60 to do Wraith Storm, and she's getting 75 back every round. So, the endless amount of healing as well makes the party damn near unkillable, yeah. This music's probably too mellow for this situation, but like my favorite part of all RPGs is that penultimate dungeon, where it's like the dungeon before the last one, where a lot of tension's ramping up. And a lot of ways as developers we can build this sort of hype is by really increasing experience drops, so you get a lot of levels up, so you feel the game sort of like this. If the level up curve's kind of like this, and suddenly it's going like that, start feeling like, oh shit, I'm going to the end. This is getting real. And then you start seeing like, oh, I learned Ascension, I learned Anti-Up or whatever. So you start, oh wow, I'm learning all these great skills. So it's starting to feel like we're heading to a climax. Starting with that long minecart ride. Just like little tricks that make the player feel like they're moving. It's a big deal. Chrono Trigger does that really well. As my friend Pat talks about in his book, and the Ocean Palace is about where you're close to getting your final skills, like Luminaire and such. It's really exciting. Let's do... The one nerf we did make to this patch was that the Bauble Veil, we increased the cost because it was basically, you could make it so where you could always cast Bauble Veil and never get damaged ever. And it became a little cheap. I mean, we had a lot of debates, me and Tim had a lot of debates about it, going back and forth, because to be able to get that set up where you could endlessly cast Bauble Veil, it involved having some artifacts and reliquaries to make Azzy do specific stuff. But we ended up compromising. Tim wanted to remove the skill completely, or price it like absurdly, like at 90 AP. So I talked him down. We just kept like haggling. It was like a negotiation. He'd say, all right, 90 AP. I'd say, all right, how about 60? Okay, I could do 80. Okay, I could do 70. All right, let's do 75. Okay. And then another compromise was Ty, our other programmer, said, well, you know, if we're gonna nerf that, why don't we give, you know, the players one more skill for Azzy. It'll be a really in-level skill, and it'll just be pure damage. So then we added that Supernova ability. and it's fun. I could talk about it now if you guys want to hear it, or we could just probably be able to get to it by tomorrow, maybe. Unfortunately, I got that gig on Friday, so I was hoping to stream Friday night because that is the anniversary. It's nice to make money too. Maybe by tomorrow night I'll be at level 4. What time is it? I've only been playing an hour. I should go to the guild and see if I can make some stuff happen. Ooh, the Bauble Veil. Speaking of which. That's another thing. You have the Bauble Veil artifact, so. Okay. This one is kind of a bitch because you're gonna get stunned. Or bled every round. 3/3. Not bad. Come on, guys. Wow. Alright, that's not good. We'll do another wave. Do a big. Nice. Okay. Let's do a routine. I want to see where Tim is. Maybe we'll jump on it. Oh no, Mazzy died. Wasn't even paying attention. That sucks. One max revive. Guess I'll use. Yeah, I'll use it. Let's do. Alright, see Curtis got that magic boost. Chi Wave is starting to do nice. Chi Wave has a really low base damage ability, but it has very high modifier. So it's very good in late game when it is magic stat. I think it's like a 0.5 base, but like a 10 mod. So it's gonna scale it 10 times off its magic stat. See what I get here. Pretty much any card will be okay. I get a single burn, wow. Why did I do a rally? That's fine. Uh-oh. This is it. Game over. I might be able to save this one. Maybe. Okay. I remember that Azzy had. Oh no, don't hit Azzy. Oh, that would have been. Okay, so Azzy has raise, and actually, I'm gonna use sacrifice, which I never use. But that was like a really good scenario to use it. Let's do that. Secretariat Star. We can't really talk about that, but we're working on it, and as soon as we're able to, or if and when it happens, we'll definitely tell you. But all I can say about Switch is that we're very, very interested in it, and we've been talking with some folks, and can't really talk about it right. But trust us, we want nothing more than this game to come to the Switch. And we've heard it loud and clear from our fans, and I'm a huge fan of the Switch, and ever since I've gotten one, I want every game to come out on the Switch now. And we think this game would do great on the Switch just because I don't really feel like there's a lot of... I mean, I can't think of any, like, turn-based JRPGs on the Switch right now. I mean, the only JRPG I play right now on Switch is Xenoblade. Just a fun game. Not quite what I... But if you're into any PC gaming, it is on, it is on Steam right now, 50% off to celebrate our year anniversary. And, they can get the game and DLC for under $10, like $9, something like that. Man, this ice cards suck. Right now I'm doing actually part of some of the expansion content where I'm doing this Battle Arena Gauntlet. Alright, guys, I turned that around. And that's how you play. That's how you play Shazbot. I'm really, really good at this game. Like, one of the best in the world. Everything. Okay. Let's see. Crap. Let's get rid of the mages first. Yeah, so what helps us out a lot, man, is we have a tweet. Oh, cool. Thank you for buying, man. That really means a lot. I really appreciate it. We have a tweet we did where we were just sort of gauging if people even had interest in a Switch port of our game. And I don't know. I'd have to find it. Maybe Max could find it or something. Yeah, thanks, Max. But it ended up kind of catching fire a little bit. It got around 3 tweets or 250 and kind of like lit a fire ass. The big influence was when we saw that Blossom Tales did so well on the Switch. I've been playing Blossom Tales right now, and it's a fun game. It's very well done. It's kind of like this, a retro throwback. Very, very much like a Link to the Past game. Like, not even really subtle about it. But, they released on Steam, although, so, they had a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter failed. We had a Kickstarter, our Kickstarter succeeded. They released on Steam, and had about the same amount of reviews, about the same amount of sales, a little less than us. But then when they went to Switch, it, like, really blew up for them. Like, so just benefiting from getting off, you know, not just being on Steam. Steam is kind of just a little bit of a hot mess right now. The thing about it is, I think that Steam is just hard for, it's just hard for us to find people who would be into our game. As a consumer, I think it's hard for Steam to show you games you'd be into. Our best sales were when we first launched, when we had this like brief window where the algorithm was really working for us, and we were selling pretty well the first week. So we were on like the bestseller top new releases, and we were doing very well. That lasted for about a week, and it literally went from like sales, and then like once that ended, nope, like Steam, just like it's over. So we just like trickled sales. And then when we run like discounts, which, you know, is sort of the new Steam model, just wait for the game to go on sale. And so, yeah, which, you know, in a way for us, it's like, we do it because it's what helps a smooth product, but, you know. So what's your favorite RPG of all time? That's a tough one, man. How about I just name some of my favorites? It might not be the most creative choices, but I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. My favorite Final Fantasies probably top 3, 4 would be somewhere like 6, 7, 9, 4, and 5. Definitely like 6 and 7 are like god tier. I love 7 more and more for the story. As I've grown older, I find the story really speaks to me more. The gameplay, it's a little easy. Like, the game's too easy for me. Maybe because I just know it, so I've probably beaten Final Fantasy 7 about 20 times, but I think the story is aged very well, and it's got some good themes. Um, Final Fantasy VI is one of my all-time favorites. I still get goosebumps in the ending. Music's incredible, the story's great. I love the balance of characters each having individual traits, but with the Espers you can sort of forge them in any way. FF9 is just fun. There's some serious flaws with FF9 in my opinion, but it's still a very fun game. This isn't going too well. FF4 to me is like the ultimate JRPG. It's like the JRPG that like started. Oh crap! I'm dead. Yeah, to me, Final Fantasy IV is like the first real like JRPG that I played that had like character development and great epic story. And then 5 for me is just FF1 is with Cecil, yeah. 5 is just fun. It's a bright, colorful game with bouncy, happy music. It's very Saturday morning cartoon. This plot is okay, but it felt like everything in that game knew what it was, and the job system is good. Then outside of Final Fantasy, I love Chrono Trigger, which is, in my opinion, one of the best made games of all time. As far as just polish and focus and presentation, I think Chrono Trigger is probably the best made JRPG of all time. Chrono Trigger. So let's see what else. Yeah, all the Final Fantasies I really like. 9, 7, 6, 4, 5. I like 10 a lot too. I'm not a huge fan of 8, and I never really played 1 through 3. Played a little bit of 12, and didn't grab me. I beat 15, and I don't know. I had fun, but it doesn't really stick with me. I've tried getting in the Breath of Fire. I know Max is probably gonna think to sacrilegious. I've tried the first 2 Breath of Fires, and I just can't get into them. They're too grindy, especially the first one. It's so archaic in a lot of its design things. Like I remember like getting an item from the store, like the UI and in the shops, like you can't. There's no comparison. It will just say like iron. Like what does that mean? Or cloth, you know, it's like no information on what it does. Like one item just said item you can use in battle. That doesn't tell me anything about, you know, so like so that's an issue. I played a lot of the Breath of Fire 3, but I never actually beat it. I had it for PS1 back in early high school. I love the music, except that one forest theme that basically rips off Chrono Trigger's Secret of the Forest. It's like the same song. Earthbound I liked a lot. I think Earthbound gameplay wise is not that great. It's pretty grindy. And there's a lot of UI issues in my opinion, but the atmosphere, the sense of adventure, like a coming of age sort of story, I love Earthbound. And the translation is great. You play all these old Final Fantasy games and the translations are just trash. Not trash. That's really harsh. They were given a tough circumstance. First off, they had to fit Japanese characters, which can convey a lot more information with less characters, and then do English, which is more dense, but also make it fit on Super Nintendo, and then have these tight deadlines and have like one guy like Woosley do it, and he did a fabulous job. But there were some issues. Earthbound had a really good localization. Like all the jokes really work in an American context, North American context. And really impressive game. I don't think what other RPGs I played. Chrono Cross was okay. Never played the Suikoden stuff, but I know that stuff's really good. Final Fantasy Tactics I really liked. Pokemon. I mean, Gen 1 and Gen 2 of Pokemon I probably played. Oh man. 1,000 hours. I never played Star Ocean, but I've heard great things. And I've never actually played Lufia either. And people always say this game reminds them of Lufia. So, you know. But, I think our scriptwriter and dungeon designer Luke played a lot of Lufia because the way he designs puzzles are very Lufia-esque. Honestly, one of the bigger influences of this game was forgot another one, Super Mario RPG. I really loved. That was another game similar to FF5, which just had such a great concept and vision for what it was. Really like that. Let's do. I got. Kind of lost interest in video games around the PS2 era. That's kind of when I took my hiatus, which lasted for about 8 years. But recently I've been trying to get into more modern games. I've never really been into Western RPGs. Never done Skyrim or Diablo and stuff like that. So we redid this battle a little bit. Alvil is only going to use wild magic while his henchmen are alive. They're going to, once they die, the AI is going to tell him to stop doing it. So you see he's going to do it now. And then when he's... Well, I'll just show you. When his shield is down, there'll be some issues. Hey, Griffin Blade. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do a double up. So I can't actually hurt Malvo right now because he's soul bonded one of the guards. So basically any damage I do to him will be transferred to the other guy. Now soul bond actually was a skill we cut from the shadow enemies. I had mentioned this yesterday, but they used to steal a character's soul, and they're their sprite would appear on the monster. If you hit them, it would do damage to your hero. So the only way you could damage that person is to heal yourself. It was very weird. It had a lot of bugs, and it wasn't tested very well. Like I mentioned yesterday when Tim was on the stream. A lot of times, we'd have these really cool ideas, but either one, they would work the balance up too much, or two, they would introduce bugs. And sometimes they would do both, and when it was both, it was just okay, cut. Just cut it. Remember, a month or two before release, it was just can't quite get this work, it's not really working, cut, boom, out, gone. Can't get this work, boom, cut, gone. Became a point at that point where it was just we gotta focus, get this done, and the audience isn't gonna know what we took out. So admittedly, there were a lot of cool ideas that we had originally, but we just couldn't get working, or they weren't fun, they were buggy, or just some issue that made it where it was we could spend the time to make this work, but it's not gonna, the return on investment isn't worth it. Those are choices you have to make as a game developer. Oh, yeah. Griffin Blade, yeah, you're Justin, right? Yeah, you played the beta. You played the beta, this was late 2016 when the beta was out. We, all our Kickstarter backers, we sent them beta access, so we got feedback from that, was actually very useful.
Hey.
What's up,
Can
Tim?
you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Tim?
Not too much.
We were just talking, one of the guys in chat, Justin, was one of our Kickstarter backers, and we were talking about when the shadow monsters used to have that soul bond. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, it was cutting out.
That's good.
On my end. But when the shadow monsters had soul bond?
Yeah, and it was we cut it for various reasons, but I was just talking about how we would like a month or two before release, we were just like facing a lot of things where it was like, is this worth keeping? It's like worth the time spent to make it work? Is it, you know, like we just cut a lot of stuff at that point.
Yeah, that was a tough one. There was a lot of too many edge cases to worry about.
Right.
We're probably only like 1 or 2 away from having it perfected, but it still wasn't clear enough to the player even at
Yeah,
that
the
point.
messaging was a little weird. Justin was just talking about how he couldn't figure out what to do. I do remember it being really interesting though, because I remember the cool gameplay thing it did was it forced you to not use AoE. So like, especially in this last dungeon with the Earth Cave, there'd be like 3 or 4 monsters on screen. The shadow would like soul bond you, and if you used an AoE, you were just gonna damage yourself. So you had to like use single target stuff. It was like a kind of one of those things. So we're actually gonna show you a little change that's about to happen. If I can hit him. Oh, he's blind. That's why. This is in the newest patch. Malva's gonna have a little move he's gonna do at this point. Is everyone here, Tim, alright? For you guys who weren't here yesterday, he's our art director and battle designer.
Man, Discord keeps cutting out for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's annoying. But I'm
First
trying to look up issues. It looks like it's pretty common for people.
Okay, so if you guys just saw what happened right there, we have this curse status, which really isn't used much in the game. So we decided to kind of give this Malvo like a phase where once his shield's down, he's going to do an AoE curse, and basically what curse does is it makes your AP regen go to 1. It really throws kind of a wrench in the plans, and it also kind of gave us an excuse for him to yell "curse you" at the player.
Right.
Fire Soul, any future plans for another game from something classic? Yeah, maybe. Right now, we're still working on developing Shadows of Adam and making it as good as possible. All of us have all talked about ideas we have for our own independent games. Maybe we'll come out through something classic, but I'm sure that in some capacity, people on the dev team will make some sort of game, maybe whether it's through something classic or by themselves, because I know we're all itching to be creative and make games. But you know, if you retweet our tweet 10,000 times, we'll make a prequel starring Curtis. It'll be Curtis and Captain Blackrock. What am I doing? This curse is kind of annoying. Max, it's fixed now. So that was another edge case glitch, and I actually figured that out watching Eric's Crusade video. But you can block it now. Basically what was happening was the accessory was set up correctly, but the way that curse was being inflicted on enemy was being set up instead of as a status effect was being inflicted through a skill type. Kind of confusing. So we had to fix that. I like how this scene came out. And stuff like this, where like the whole scene is dependent on one animation, it's like you can't like have that happen without good art direction. With like the grounds comes open, and I think if I recall correctly, in the Tangle, it does like the reverse. Maybe it's just like we just reverse the frames, right? You know, Tim?
What?
The part on the world map where the Wraith world opens up, is that just the Tangle animation going backwards?
No, I think Mossy Edge did a new animation
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, Kefka in the chat, statues. Yeah, Justin, in FF6, there's a lot of Uematsu uses a lot of leitmotifs, so like that main theme of FF6, he uses in this piece called Metamorphosis, and so actually in FF5 too they do that a lot. So like the main theme is used in a lot of different contexts. So for that piece of music, I decided to like take the main theme of Shadows of Adam, which is that Do do da da do 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 da, right? And so put it like in a diminished key, like more urgent sounding things. Um, anyway, this is a little scene that actually was added later. There's a lot of little scenes that I remember weren't in the original script, but as we would play through the game, see pacing and see what needed to be expanded upon in the plot or what wasn't as clear. So this is a scene where Azra's having a flashback talking to her adopted mother about what happens when people die. It's pretty deep stuff for a little kid, but I'm sure as a little kid you probably wondered those things as well. And you ask your parents for the so they find out that when good people die, they go to the realm above, which is basically the afterlife, instead of the Wraith world, which is basically, I guess, hell. So again, we're using the friendship theme, which is just a variation on the Adam music. Kind of a mix, Justin. I think most of like the location themes I would just compose separately. I would say like 80% of the music was probably done before we got like all the art done. Some things changed, like I mentioned earlier, the Wind Tower music became the airship escape music. But then, I knew that we'd probably need like an urgent theme. So I wrote one. And because of the unique way music's presented in games because text boxes could last as long as it takes for the player to fast forward through them, the music has to loop. I didn't necessarily need to write music that like caught all the story beats. So I just have to write a looping piece that just has a general vibe. The only exception to that is the credits music, which I composed to be timed out with the scene. So it's like a giant medley. Actually, I'm gonna go use the restroom really fast. Let me do a little if you talk about stuff. I'll be right back. Alright?
Yeah, sure. Hey, when you come back, you should go into Discord, and then on the bottom, user settings, go to voice and video, and then turn off the automatically determined input sensitivity.
Okay, I'll figure that in a second.
Yeah, it's not hard to find, but see if that fixes it. So that's what all the people are saying to do to fix the lag. I mean, I know it sounds fine and
All right. Well, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Tim will tell some jokes while I'm gone.
Yeah. What kind of jokes? I don't really have any jokes right now, but let's see. I'll catch up on all the things. I'm doing pretty good, Maxims. Just been working my butt off for the past 18 days, pretty much, and this is how I catch a break, I guess. And Fire Soul, thanks for the compliment on the art, and Griffin Blade for that matter. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was definitely big impact on the game, was getting a good look for it. And we worked really hard to get the tile set artist. We ended up waiting 4 months, and over those 4 months went through 2 other artists they did some other tile set work beforehand, and pretty much none of it made it into the game. So we were lucky to get him, and it was worth the 4-month wait for him to be available. And hi Dorothy, welcome back. We've got some consistent fans here. It's nice to see familiar faces every night. Keeps the stream lively. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, alright, I'm back. Hey Dorothy. Welcome back. Okay, let me figure this Discord thing out real fast. What do I need to do, Tim?
Go the cog on the way bottom, user settings, voice and video, turn off automatically determine input sensitivity.
Got it.
So hopefully that fixes it.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, Justin came to the booth. That was cool. At MagFest. MagFest was the blast. I love doing those conferences. The only drag is I never really get a chance to see the stuff there. Is that better,
Man,
Tim?
no, Discord sucks. This is awful. You're like cutting out pretty much like every 3 seconds. You're cut out for 2.
Ah,
So I don't know.
sucks.
Actually, I can't hear you at all anymore.
I'm not talking. Can
Oh,
you hear me now?
no, I'm not hearing anything anymore. So maybe
Hold on a second.
turn that back to what it was.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see.
I'm just gonna like hop out and restart my computer and see if it's on my end or something. But I doubt it. I think it's just a Discord thing.
Stupid Discord. Oh, it's better than Skype.
Yeah,
Skype is kind of terrible.
yeah, I agree.
All right. So now we got an airship. And we are ready to roll. So we're at only an hour and a half, so we got an hour and a half to start doing some side quests. The first thing we want to do is make sure we go down to this. So this was something in the earlier builds that was really not clear that this was a staircase. You can go down, and this was I think either Josh or I came up with this idea. It's very campy, that's why I think it might be Josh, but your old nemesis, Zach and Nick, become the shopkeepers, because it's kind of reminds me of when Ultros is the guy at he's at the battle arena or whatever in FF6. I'm not gonna buy those new armors for Azzy and Kellen because I can get them really fast. Yeah, Bulk and Skull. Yep, that's it. Let's see. I got a few little these. Magic. So unfortunately, no Mode 7. We looked into doing it, but it was another one of those things that just wasn't going to pay off. Let's take a little visit here real fast. Only the mighty may challenge King Simeon. In essence, right there. Okay, so in our Kickstarter, we had backers design 4 backers design like some armor and weapons for Azzy, Kellen, Talon, and Curtis, and so we have 2 sets of like legendary equipment for everyone, and one of them is here. Now I don't know how people find this. When I placed this, it was literally like I had a list of all the items I needed a place to put it. I put it here, and I thought to myself, no one's ever gonna find this, but people always think to come back. There's the hero armor, which is gonna give me pretty good stats all around. Next one I want to get is for Azrael, which I believe is in Borges. So this is my favorite part, is coming back to Borges and there not being like weird people and guards and stuff. So if you remember earlier, there's a treasure down here that the guard was guarding, but he didn't move. Go and get that elixir now. Also, another little secret I'll show you guys. Let's go to the pirate cave again. This cave is empty as a barrel of sweet rum at dawn, yar. You remember these guys were blocking this way. Now I can go up here. Get this guy. Miracle Badge, which is basically going to play out. It's basically your ribbon of this game. Asian-y, like a city, like it's similar to a city in Asia. Never been to Asia, so I don't know what cities in Asia really look like.
Maybe he's talking about the lanterns
Oh, really? Oh, huh.
and the pagoda type roofs.
Yeah, so this guy right here is just another place where I needed to sort of place this dress, but it made sense because this is a black market, now the market's kind of going again, so he got this dress, and that's going to be all for Azzy. Just pretty good. Her other dress, I think, has a little less defensive options, but it has more magic power, so that's the one we want. Can you hear me, Tim?
Yeah.
Is it better?
I think it's a little better now.
Okay.
From what I can tell, anyways.
Cool. Yeah, feel free to chime in with anything.
Yeah.
So I can start any side quest now. Usually I like to do the Dragos first.
Yeah.
I'll do
It's the easiest.
Yeah, he's the easiest. So Luke took his time to really make it so when you return to towns, everyone has new dialogue. So it's worth like re-talking to the people. Yeah, there are items hidden in barrels and stuff, Dorothy. There's not really any that are missable, if I recall correctly. There might be a handful that are missable, but like for the juices, you need 40 to get the achievement. I think there's like 50 in game, and like 2 or 3 of them are missable. So we're back here. Yeah, Justin, it was kind of like the low-hanging fruit, because when we watch people play, they check like every box and stuff. And like later we had a few like treasures hidden in boxes, so we wanted to like make it consistent. So you can see that these are some really nice treasures. You have to figure out how to get them. Here's our old buddy, the Headhunter. So we found 2 of these legendary treasures, and he's gonna let us have them, but we have to win a game of dice. But the problem is, it's a 1,000-sided Die of Doom. I think there's one of those in the 6th edition of D&D. And you have to roll a 1 to get it. And we think it's clear from that astute players would understand that you're never going to be able to roll a 1. But you actually can. And I know someone who has.
I missed an achievement from it.
Yeah, the funny thing is that it was like a really early version. She just kept trying until she got the 1, and she did, and then it sequence broke the game because then you couldn't fight the boss. But the intended strat is that if you talk to those guys, they talk about this desert that was ravaged by this dragon and blah blah blah. Stuff happened, and anyway, they say if you beat the Pendragos, you get the Luck of the Fae, and you'll be really good at cards and stuff. So, there. It's like, fine. That's right. Okay. And there's one little thing I want to make sure I don't miss. There's another essence. So I think we're up to like 7 essences now. This is a pretty straight ahead boss. It sort of reminds me a lot of the dragons in FF6. They just like a handful of attacks and they just hit them hard, but they're not particularly that challenging. Alright, let's take this. So he's weak to Blizzard. I already know this. But I'm pretty high level right now because I haven't missed a single battle in the game. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's pretty weak.
I've actually remember dying to him once. When I wasn't like a low level or didn't know the strat or something. But yeah. Guys. Oh, missed. Let's see. Are any apples? It's okay. Just do a suplex. Actually do a spear punch. I'll do a double up rally. Nah. See how much this does. Not bad. Alright, this should do it. Probably. Oh, this guy's a lot more HP there. Oh, Final Light. Okay. This is the time to use Final Light. This will probably do about 4,000 or 5,000 damage, I'm guessing. Maybe 6. Oh, a lot lower than I thought. I guess he didn't have as much HP, so I beat him. Ugh, now I got the luck of the Fae. I think tomorrow night we'll stream again 7 to 10, and Josh will also join. Josh is one of our programmers.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I missed that. I was kicking the dog out of the room.
Oh, yeah.
It gets really annoying and does this panting thing.
Oh.
It's like over and over again and just doesn't stop. I don't know why. I think it's like an attention thing.
You just want some love, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back to Jordora. There's the Lost Cave, which for some reason it's like the first place everyone goes when they get the airship. It's crazy. I'm actually thinking, can you see it from the world map the first time? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Kind of. You could be
It
like...
also looks super inviting
Yeah.
as a place you want to go with an airship. Whereas
Actually-
the Candy Cave is hard to find for some reason.
Yeah.
They'd have probably just like swapped the locations of the two.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just do it in a patch one day and then surprise everyone.
Everyone will be like, where the hell is the Lost Cave? Well, some people do find the Candy Cave, but then they go before the scene triggers and they're wondering, like, what to do. And Max kept, like, going back. Yeah, Candy Cave is disaster cake. Alright. So, we're gonna roll a 1. So, I kind of like the concept of Talon being, like, this really unlucky guy who had this really hard lot in life, and he became, like, this, like, risky gambler dude. Okay, so these are nice items. The Torch Flame obviously has less defense, but has pretty good magic defense, and it prevents blind. And the Spearheads can't miss, which even includes Ghost. So, Talon's going to become very useful in the next sections. It's kind of a jerk. There's a cake back there yet, right? Oh, by the way, so I'll just share this again. We have a Discord we're trying to grow. There's a few folks who were active in it, but it's one of those things I didn't even know about until like a month or two after the game came out, and then I realized that we should have been watching it before, but there you go. What do I do now? I'll do the
Candy Cave?
I'm gonna do the Candy Cave once I get Rave Storm. I'm gonna do these guys over here. So when we were adding all these Kickstarter quests, which are pretty late in development, one of them, I'm gonna go. We had to add all these like extra little islands everywhere. So another thing that most people don't know about is that you can actually rest in the airship. I think it's in here. Let's go fight the thieves. The thieves are actually quite tough, if I remember correctly. I was having like I couldn't beat them on New Game Plus. Like I couldn't beat them unless I had like a really specific setup. Because they have really good speed, so they always get the first attack. So you're gonna get hit like 4 times in the. So one of our big fans, this really great guy, Michael Nelson, did this quest, and Michael is an incredible guy. He was one of our testers And his Steam hour tracker for Shadows of Adam is like around 200 hours.
200?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's insane. I think he was telling me that he's trying to do multiple New Game Plus playthroughs so that he has, like, I remember, like, perfect reliquaries, like basically like a perfect build where everyone's like max stats and like, it's pretty insane.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have like 30 hours on the game.
Yeah. I have 50, 60, but a lot of those are also those conferences. Just
Uh-huh.
a lot of the testing we did was local testing, so as our game is made in JavaScript, we can test locally in the browser. So we don't have to like compile a new build. We just, make sure everything's good. And so most of our testing is like on like a web browser. Yeah, the FERPA thing is weird. I don't know what FERPA is, but that's his thing. So Luke was tasked with these really odd quests that people paid for. We tried to find a way to make them like fit into the lore of the game. So that last quest, Pidgeagus, was one of them. And this one is one too. So he brought back these thieves from the Misty Woods. Except they're FERPA. FERPA. They're like possessed. This guy has like ghostly red eyes. Okay. So this is, what I should have done is put the Quicksilver on Talon, but I did. It's pretty stupid. So really my only strat here is to try to do a bunch of AoE damage. Ouch. Okay, their slash is dangerous. That wasn't too... What's that?
FERPA is like a Tibetan ritual dagger, or it is also a Russian band.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm trying to see what kind of music it is.
They covered this song, I think. The Curtis prequel is a chance to explain FERPA? That'd be killing, man. The more I think about it, I sorry, go ahead, Tim.
The Russian band covers Tibetan music, so
Oh, okay. It's like
it's all tied to that.
Oh, don't hit Azzy! No! And the more I think about that Curtis prequel, like, the more I want to do it now. Like a single player, single character action RPG or something.
Should just do it in the same engine.
Probably could. Probably want to make it pixel perfect movement.
I think.
I don't know.
I mean,
how does Secret Mana
not
do it?
do the action. I'm just saying, just do the entire SOA engine.
To make it like a turn-based game?
Yeah, the exact same.
I just think it'd be fun to like have like an action Curtis where you're like learning all these like Capcom-esque like button combinations.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that would be the more fun route. But
yeah, it'd be a lot of work.
right.
Just build it in Unity first, yeah. Yeah, well. Alright. That went a lot better than I thought it would. I was ready for that one.
Yeah, anti-up is awesome.
Yeah, anti-up's good. Look, it's those hoodlums from the Misty Woods who beat me up and took my book. You stole it from us. I just wanted to learn to read. Wanted to turn my life around. For some reason, I find that like seriously funny. That the way they see it is that they were trying to learn to read, turn their life around. Yeah, that would be cool, Justin. Have like Sabin type combos, and the up down up or whatever would be the suplex, like in FF6. They could have like Aura Bolt. Nah, that'd be too shameless. Okay. So this is a very easy to miss item. There's a Lucky Darts up here. So now we have two options for talent. Both are good depending on what you want your setup to be. Spearheads is going to have more damage output and never miss, so that's really nice. But Lucky Darts gives you a 30 to luck, so let's see. Where's my crit rate is at 39 right now, so with an extra 30 it goes up to 57. Not bad, that's half. Later he's going to get the lucky coat, and that is going to give you like another handful of luck, and there's some artifacts too, like that phase, and it gives me an extra 20. We used the Lucky Darts and the Phase Lament. I think I have a 80% crit rate, which is pretty damn good. So
Yeah, we should have made it 100
yeah.
in retrospect.
Oh, the cap is the cap at 80?
Well, I mean, I think we just don't have enough luck items to get it higher.
Oh, you can get higher. Because you have the lucky garbs. So if you have the Lucky Darts, the Lucky Garb, and
stacked reliquary.
Yeah, and one of the reliquaries gives you luck too. You could get a lot.
Yeah. One thing I just noticed is we don't have any luck juice.
Ah,
That would have probably been a good one.
yeah. Didn't even think about that.
No, neither. Well, they were just modeled off of the battle items.
Let's see, what am I gonna do now? I guess I'll do Disaster Cake. So, kind of like the End of Time and Chrono Trigger, if you talk to the guys on here, they'll give you hints. And he's talking about a witch. A witch once made me a candy cutlass. Strong as steel it was. What happened to it? Well, it got me a bit of a sweet tooth, yar. So, you remember, there's a witch we know. We're gonna go see here. One fun thing about this is I get to go and fight these old monsters again and just see how much powerful I am. Oh, I missed. Nice. 2 damage. Very good. The Misty Woods music, you mean? Or the airship?
Witch theme.
Oh, the witch theme. Oh, cool. Yeah. That was one of the first ones I wrote, probably in the first 5 tunes, and that was kind of modeled a little bit after the FF4 Mysidia theme. So another thing that we cut from the game was an artifact that got rid of all encounters because it had too many edge cases. So like, for instance, what if you were like standing here where the encounter was and you removed the artifact? What would happen? Would you just instantly get in a battle and it caused like some bugs there? Retrospect, the witch music should have probably started playing right here. So it's magic. Alright. Talking about if I had some sugar, she can make me a magic dress of candy. Unfortunately, no fast travel system. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to be able to beat the Disaster Cake guy.
You can do it.
So remember when I was in the very beginning of the game and I looked at that sugar in the box and Adam, and I said, remember that? Go back here. Here we go. Yeah, the sugar is in the locker of the Shinra building. Ah, he caught the reference, Eric.
Didn't we have a sparkle on that box at one point?
Maybe?
I thought we did, or supposed to put one there. It's so obscure to find.
Yeah.
I mean, people are able to find it now. That's what the internet's for.
Internet, man. Or the playground back in the day. You would learn all these secrets from the playground.
Yeah.
Definitely Googled how to find. Oh, so remember I was talking yesterday how there's that treasure chest uh, uh, in the guard station in Dredora. And if I said if anyone could figure out how to get to it, I would give you a Wraithling plushie. So today, some guy posted on the Steam forum asking how to get it. So if you guys figure it out, you can tell him. Why did I put the witch music here? Maybe it's too short of a scene or something. Alright, Candy Dress. So she mentions there's a staff, she lost it on an island. So as you can see, the fancy dress has better defense and magic defense by quite a bit actually. But the Candy Dress gives you magic boost. So we're just gonna make Azzy more of a glass cannon. That's really her vibe. We can supplement, you know, with artifacts if we want to. Just patch it in. Okay, we'll do it live. Let's see. And go fast. Actually, no, wait. I know a faster way. Land here. That effect right there is just 3 parallax backgrounds, if I recall correctly. I think, like the grass is one, and then just the castle by itself, and the sky is one. And they're all panning at a different speed. Is that right, Tim?
Yeah.
As you see those effects, and you're just like, at least me, I'm always like super intimidated about how to do something like that, but just break things apart into their pieces, they become a little less mysterious. That's how I feel a lot about music sometimes. I hear new music, I usually get really intimidated. Think like, oh, I don't know how to do that. And then if I sit down at piano and just sort of transcribe each part, the process becomes a lot more clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and here's the witch theme. Maybe in another patch I'll like actually write a disaster cake battle theme music. That'd be kind of cool. Well, last I heard, Disaster Cake was saying that Soul Saga is going to be coming out this summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so this guy's weak to fire. Do an Ascension. Well, if I can get a burn on him, that would be really nice. It's kind of a low chance, though. But Curtis's HP is really borked, and I'm not sure why. See that?
Yeah. Yeah, our bars are weird sometimes.
Well, he's got more current than Max. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, now it's
in the game, man.
but not reset. I think it has something to do with that ring ad.
Oh, yeah. I bet you're right. Because it's probably applying the bonus to it afterwards. I don't know.
Oh, this would have been a good place to use my Miracle Badge. Anyway, Kellen's going to be using Cleave now because it does a percentage of current HP, and since Sasuke has a lot of HP, it's going to do a lot of damage now. And then towards the end, I'll do a final light. Oh, shoot. Sugar Rush. Nice. Perfect. Oh, come on. Don't lower my attack. Luck. Okay, luck. It's fine. Oh, that sucks. So he blinds me and berserks me, and then he counters when I miss, and his counters hit like a truck. Okay. Let's see how final like this. So she's got no magic anymore, so she's just gonna do like spinaches on Curtis. I'm gonna do suplex. Let's see. Not bad. I was gonna do more later on. those things will stack. In the beta version of the game, the stat boosting items were like pretty OP. I think they did like 40% or something. So like, if you stacked 3 of them, you were just doing absurd damage, so we had to nerf them. I think basically they do the equivalent of a rally. 15%.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't like the way our stat buff system worked. I mean, it worked out in the end. People developed strats for it, but the fact that it's multiplicative makes it much harder to balance around. And you have to do weird stuff like making it not effective in the beginning just because it starts multiplying with itself later.
Right. Yeah, a lot of like things we did were just designed around weird quirks in the way the game was programmed, and sort of how things develop. You know, not ideal. Yeah, you can do insane damage with Curtis if you know how to use him. Like at MagFest, I was showing off level 50 Curtis doing like double up suplexes, doing 9999 damage.
Yeah, fighting the Wraithling boss, I think he was dealing like 7,000 damage per hit and like 8 hits per turn.
Love it. Dude.
So, just an average 50k damage per round with Curtis.
Yeah, watch GSD Boxer's final stream of his LP. He does a video where he's like got all these like ridiculous artifacts on Curtis, and Curtis just like single-handedly in one turn like eliminates an entire party of monsters. It's pretty funny. Okay. Let's see, suplex. Oh, like this guy's like status of X City. Can get a burn, that would be so nice, because burn is I think it's tied to max HP. It's a percent of match HP, max HP. So here we go. This will probably do about 5,000-6,000. Oh, 7. All right. Oh, Candy Rod, nice. That's Disaster Cake. Promise these guys are harder than I'm making them look. I'm just really good at video games, guys. Really good at this game. So like here's an example of like simple things going a long way. So Tim took this cave art and just added like candy themes, so like the Staglamites or whatever they call her, like candy cane, right?
Yeah.
I like how the those things on the left are like oozing chocolate.
Yeah, I know. I want to make the water chocolate too. I never got around to it.
They're like candy, or these are like gummy things.
Yeah, I guess on the rocks. Who knows? They're just like candy sprinkles.
Okay. Oh wait, so did I put the so the candy staff, right? So it's pretty weak attack, but 100+ to my magic. So Adzy's gonna be like ridiculous right now. This is my preferred setup. Now we're gonna make her even better once we get the next reliquary, which I'm gonna do right now. I think probably do. I'm gonna go fight Sir Teeves. I don't know if you saw it, Tim, but I tried the second to last battle arena tier and got my ass kicked. So I'm gonna come back to that later. It's really hard actually, because they bleed you every time. And you just like slowly get less and less HP, and you don't have, you have to like play the long game because you can't go into your main.
Right.
I got to the final one where it was 3 Knights of the Rounded, and they just crushed me.
They're strong.
They're really strong. Actually, the Mallow fight was pretty good too. I was impressed. It was challenging.
Good. Yeah, it wasn't as dumb, right?
Yeah. What am I doing?
Fighting Tiaves.
Right. Hold on a second. I'm gonna restart real fast. I'm starting to get like some weird. 1 second. On mine. What's on?
You save it?
Oh, did I save?
I don't know.
Oh.
Find out.
Shit. If I didn't, I'm gonna leave my console open. So if I didn't save, I'm just gonna kill what's his face? Oh shit. Okay. Well, I didn't say, but here's a little trick, guys. Don't look behind the curtain. Boom, he's dead. Okay. Anyway, okay.
New speedrun strat.
new speedrun strat. Turn on developer console. Type in their HP to 0. I was actually before the stream thinking to myself, you know, I should turn off the developer console, but I was like, I might need it. Might be a chance I need to use. What am I doing? I'm gonna go.
Race.
Yeah, let me go. Yeah,
or
right.
Battle Arena.
Is it Tiaves or Teeves?
I don't know how you would get Teeves out of it. It's Tiaves.
Yeah, it's true. I just pronounce everything wrong. So let's go through all the names in our game. And there's not really any names that are hard to pronounce, I don't think. Kellen, Talon, Curtis, Azrael, pretty easy. Malville. There's a Malville.
Did we mention that Kellen's original name was Jozel?
Oh, Jozel, yeah.
Jozel.
Yeah. Yeah, and
actually, some of the data in the game is still named that.
Yeah, like internally, I think his sprite animation's called Jozel. And the game, but see, Josh is, like I mentioned, he's a very campy, funny guy. So like, originally the game was, the temporary title or the working title was Josel's Journey. And we had this like terrible title screen that for like the first year was the title screen of our game. And then when I think maybe Tim and Luke were the guys who were like, we gotta change his name. No one knows how to pronounce it. It's kind of stupid. And so we changed it to Kellen. I think Luke just sent us like 20 name options and we voted.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time actually came up with Talon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because Talon's name used to be Raviel. Like Raviel.
Oops.
You know, I just realized I could have just used that.
One sec, I muted it myself.
What's that? Wait, you know what? So I'm gonna do the Eric's Crusade strat. I'm gonna buy a bunch of M shurikens, and I used to always say shurikens when I was a kid because I'm stupid, but it's shuriken. Let's see. Should be enough. So this is actually one of the few battles that was designed by Ty, our programmer. Originally when we were doing the DLC, it was just going to be this backers arena, but then we decided to expand it to have some optional bosses. Like, we kind of, like, really just, like, went for it for the DLC, I think. And, Ty came up with this really interesting boss where his gimmick is that he's going to regenerate HP every round. Quite a bit, actually. So the strategy is you have to do a lot of damage in each turn. So if I can get an M Shuriken to inflict bleed, that would be nice. We have no more future DLC. We're trying, except for the Player's Guide, which is one of our starter backer reward. Tim's finishing that up. And hopefully be out. I don't know when it'll be out, but hopefully soon. A lot of work for him, so just working on it when he can. And this also is nice because we got a little extra scene with Azzy, a little more character development. I really like how this part of the scene came out. Tim did these nice sprite poses. Alright. So first things first, I want to get rid of his shield. In fact, I'll probably just do that. So yeah, the idea in this battle is I want to be able to do a lot of burst damage. So every hit too, he like absorbs some of the damage back. Once his shield is gone, I'm cool. Okay. Okay. So think about this. I wanted. What I might do is actually just do a lot of buffing of Helen. First, I'm gonna do an anti-up. I'm gonna buff Kellen a few times. Nice. It hits hard. Okay. Just gonna do that. All Azzy, you're gonna throw an M Shuriken. Do a These are gonna do 1,000 damage and have a chance to bleed. So he's restoring 3,300 damage a round. Oh, I got a bleed on him too. That's really good. Okay. Let's do that. This isn't going as well as I thought. I don't know where Tim went. I think he's. Wow. Yeah, that was a bad time to use Final Line, but this one should do more damage. Yeah, not amazing. Wow, I'm not doing very good, guys. Okay, new strategy. Wow! Nice. That was really rough. But now he's at full health because I've let him. Yeah, well, he's hit hard too. Okay. Okay. So my strat is gonna be to. Just gonna get all my AP back.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I accidentally hit mute and then somehow the mic disappeared in the playback devices, so I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, 6/6, nice. Woo! That's good damage. I'm not doing very good, guys. This is not going well.
You need to reveal his HP.
Yeah. I'm just not doing enough damage each round. Come on. Okay. With my hand, I am the storm. Pierce and fire. I might just lose this one on purpose so I could restart. My strategy was pretty weak going into it. Just kill me, dude. Okay. That was embarrassing. Let's try this again. Burn him. I'm gonna poison, burn, and bleed him now. Trying to think, what do you think the best strategy for this guy is, Tim? Like maybe just like Berserk,
Spinach, Curtis.
Berserk, Spinach, Curtis.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a first round. I'm going to rally Curtis. You're gonna throw an M Shuriken just to get rid of his shield and give him hopefully bleed. You're gonna meditate, and you're gonna double up, so I can do a double up rally on Curtis.
Yeah, and on the round that you berserk him, make sure to have him eat a spinach,
Right.
because he'll eat the spinach in the middle of attacking, I think.
Or what did I just do? Let's do Berserk. Do... Yeah. was weird. Not sure what happened there. This will be okay. If I can get a bleed on, that'd be nice. Cleave will do decent damage. Not doing a lot. I guess he doesn't have a whole lot of HP, to be honest. I think he only has like 10,000 HP. Okay. Wow, guys, this isn't going well. See, I'm just kind of playing aimlessly. I need to like have a strat. I need to build a strat for like 3 rounds and do like 1 giant burst.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that because I'm stupid. And it's like 2.5 hours into the stream and I'm starting to go like brain dead. All right, it's okay. Curtis is gonna solo it, so. Let's see what. Full HP. Wow. 10,000. 10,000. Fire. Chakra Ice Slash. I like how I'm the developer of the game. I'm getting advice from people who are better at it than me. Okay. Oh my god. It's so bad. Just kill me. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go do the Lost Cave. I'll come back at a higher level and I'll be able to Okay. Actually, this will be nice, because after this I'll probably be at level 30 and I can fight King Simeon too, which I find King Simeon to be way easier, actually. I'm kind of a Bubba JRPG player, so I'm just like all about like doing a shit ton of damage and just like not having a lot of nuance. The Sortia of these kind of requires you to have like a strategy. It's like the Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon thing. Okay, suplex you. And no, I'm not really gonna need money. So this was actually was our backer dungeon tier reward, and I think one of Ty's family members backed it. So they had no interest in actually making a dungeon, they just wanted to support us. So Luke just made a souped up dungeon. Let's do that. Let's max revive Assy. Boom. Just so everyone knows, again, we'll be streaming tomorrow night, again, same time, 7 to 10 Eastern. Hopefully be able to get through pretty much every side quest by then. I'm gonna try to figure out how to win the stream on Friday, because I'm gonna be at a gig around 7 to 10. I either have to do it really late or early morning, or just do it Saturday again. No, I'm not familiar with that, Eric. What is it? Bravestorm! Alright. Time to start fucking some shit up. So Bravestorm is awesome. I will show you what it does. Ah, weak roll. Bravestorm's gonna get off 10 attacks. Should do about 200 to 300 damage each, I think. Oh wow, nice rolls. This weird quirk is if the extra hits hit them after they die, it does like way more damage for some reason.
Ah, weird.
You never noticed that?
No, I haven't either, but I've noticed the higher damage and never considered that's why.
Yeah. Also,
They have no defense, probably.
yeah. Another small little thing is the how it moves like the sprite up. I don't know if that was intended, but how Gravestorm like pushes the monster sprite up.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
It looks
I don't
cool
think
though.
so.
Looks cool though. We never like fixed it. We just kept it in. So whatever.
I think it's part because like the enemies move when they get hit.
Right.
So.
Okay, so these guys are kind of bitches, and so the way I like to deal with them is to do... Oh, I can't do it. But I'm going to taunt one of them, so they're going to draw their attacks to Kellen, and then when I have enough AP, I'm going to blur Kellen. Oh, that sound effect. Oh, wow! I missed. That was incredibly unlucky.
Wow, how does that happen even?
I don't know, because these guys have magic evasion. These are actually really hard battles. Thanks. Bye-bye, Curtis. It's a very convoluted setup, yeah, I bet. I think I remember reading about that when I was a kid. Like, you just have to, like... Well, the setup I knew was... It involved, just casting, like, Knights around once and then you win. But I've never heard of it where you just enter battle and you instantly win. Damn! That's what those M shurikens are for. Haha, you blurred, but I can still hit you. Time is we so we got 30 minutes left. We'll probably get through all of the Mystic Cave. Or sorry, Lost Cave. There's a Lost Cave and the Mystic Cave. Very different, guys. You know what I forgot to do, Tim?
What?
There's that one backer side quest where he asks you to find the bottomless keg. And if I don't talk to him, I can't like do it now. So I'm gonna have to come back
Really?
later. Can't remember what was that?
Nothing.
Damn, these guys are hard. Okay. This is not looking good. God, let's see. I could probably kill that guy. Wow. Oh my goodness. Curtis, do it. Nice. Okay. I'm still in this. I'll get Kellen back, at least. Oh, there goes town. So, if you guys have figured this out, this is like a challenge dungeon. It's actually really freaking hard in New Game Plus.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
There's just really nothing to grind on before you get to it.
Right. I guess this is like really the only grinding spot. You know, we sort of built the game so you didn't have to grind. You fight the minimum amount of battles, you should be able to win, but it's still at the edge of ability level, I feel. That suplex. Stupid mages, man. Damn, Talon, nice. Yeah, that's a good strat. Max. The taunt blur strategy. Smash attack. Alright. Got a lot of ether. Yeah, I think there's a puzzle coming up. Okay. Holy crap, I don't even know if I remember how to do this one. Let me think real fast. I remember it had something to do with like pushing this over here. Yeah. Whew, got it. I was having anxiety about doing what happened last night where I couldn't solve. Oh, the Wraith Charm, nice. So the Wraith Charm is gonna cut all my spells by a third. It actually used to be half, I think, but Tim talked me down to a third. Actually, if I remember correctly, it was like a half, and then Tim was like, we should make it a fourth. I was like, no, that's too low. So we compromised on a third. So, oh, you taunted Tia Vives? Yavi's, Max, is that how you beat him? There's actually an essence over here. It would have been nice to beat Tia Vives because I would have got another reliquary, but oh well.
I think the enemy eclipse is my least favorite spell to be hit by in the game.
Eclipse?
Because it takes so long.
Yeah.
Compared to like Azrael's. I know I like spent forever trying to like make it faster paced too. Just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one move in the last dungeon where like I tried to get a sound effect to play in the second half of it and I just like couldn't get it to work for some reason. And it always sort of bugs me when I hear it. It's the Final Light move.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Because it doesn't have like a blast sound when the laser shoots up for some reason. It has like a hit sound, and then it goes hit, and then it... I couldn't get the blast sound for some reason. It's it keeps me up at night, you know.
Does it have an animation script?
Yeah, I think so, maybe. I don't know how work.
If it had one, it'd be pretty straightforward to add the...
Maybe it didn't have an animation. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Making my way through this. It's going pretty good. Let's try to pick a card. Oh my gosh. Nice. Hope I've saved recently, because I could probably die in this battle. Oh, fuck you guys. Oh my god. Alright, run away.
Okay, because yeah, it doesn't have a script, so... Yeah, that's why it can't have a sound.
Or can't have like a custom time sound.
Right.
Let's see. Maybe restock on some items a little bit. Alright, round 2. Let's cleave you, Gravestorm you, just everything on that guy. That guy's weak to chakra. We'll do pick a card. Hopefully I get like a lightning card or something. I got a burn, that's... Why did I... Oh. Should kill him. You'll see his like sprite move up while I do this. This part in the animation. If you do it twice in a row, they like move up significantly. It's quite amazing. They should kill him. Whoa, that guy's really weak to chakra.
Wicked.
I love Spirit Punch, so good.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Strong.
Okay, so this one you have to do like this. You go down, go right, go up. There's a lot of good items you can get here. The Wraith Charm being one of them. There's the Wraith Shield, which, if I recall correctly, you can't take physical damage, but you have double magic damage. So it's kind of a trade-off. That's a good one to combine with the Magic Shield, which gives you plus 60 magic defense. Also, you get Kellen's Wraith Shield. There we go. I just got it. You get Kellen's ultimate weapon here, which is aptly titled the Legend Sword. Not the most creative name. Definitely very JRPG. If we wanted to even be more JRPG, we should have had a sword that Orazio handed him down that was not very strong, but then there's like a side quest that powers it up. Okay, this one. Now, this one's like actually really easy, if I remember correctly. This. That.
Yeah, this one I got stuck on.
Yeah.
At like 2 a.m. and then woke up and played it the next day at an earlier time, and it was pretty easy. But...
Alright. So, not too much to talk about in this dungeon. It's just sort of like hard enemies, a lot of stat inflation, tough puzzles. This was actually going to be the like challenge dungeon, but then Tim and I decided it wasn't hard enough, and for the DLC we added that new one, which I don't even think was in the scope of the DLC to begin with.
No, not at first.
But Tim really wanted to do a dungeon, so we were like, yeah, do it. Why not? So the Mystic Cave happened, and it really came out quite well, I think.
Yeah.
Happy with it. I might lose this battle, actually. It's Azzy. But yeah. Alright, give me something good. Okay. Let's see. Good options. Oh man. Might have to run away from this. It's 100% run rate in our game. So if you're ever in a bind, just run away. Let's redo this. Yeah, I've gotten all those treasure chests throughout the game. I might as well use them, right? Okay, here we go. It's looking a lot more promising. So let's I'm gonna do like that. No, wait, no, that's not good. Let's do this. God damn. Goes away, 'cause I hate Spirit Punch. That will kill him. A hat trick out the Oracle. Okay. God damn it. Well, at least I'll kill the thief. Well, the snake and the thief will go down. Yeah, anyway, if you guys still have any questions, feel free to chime in. And that's kind of a little lull right now. Just gonna try to make my way through this cave before the end of the night stream, and then tomorrow I guess I'll try to do all the DLC stuff. All that's left is, you know, I might be able to get through the cave and then do rematch with that guy. Yeah, these the obvious or whatever. Whew. Level 32, so I can fight Simeon. Somewhere here is the armor for Curtis, the monk armor. Oh, you know what other side quest I didn't do is that the brothers.
Oh yeah. That one is more of Mordecai's family
Yeah.
showing support.
Right. No, this is easy. Got these guys. I want that legend sword. Where is it? Right. Level 30.
Oh, that girl with epilepsy, Eclipse probably isn't very friendly for that.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. That'd been cool if she could have played the game. I think she has. Her site has a lot of reach. You do that, and then let's do Antioch. That out of luck text, I have to assume was Josh too.
Wait,
So,
what was that? I
The
missed
out of
it.
luck text when you kill someone.
Oh, no, I put that.
That
with
was
the,
you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that just screams Josh for some reason. 'Cause it's so corny. In a
Yeah.
good way.
It was supposed to be
Well,
for when the status effect like wore off or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
But since it's like applied indefinitely and it gets removed when they die, it just shows that.
Oh, so it wasn't even intended to behave that way. That's funny.
No, it's incidental, but it worked out.
Yeah, okay. There you go, folks. That's how the sausage is made. Something classic factory. As like there was like a Twitter thread where developers shared all their like dirty little secrets of all these things they did, and it was quite amusing actually. Like the tricks they do to like make the games work. I can't remember what game it was, but there was a game where it was like something was like to make the game seem harder than it is, like the first 3 shots of any enemy could never hit. Like just couldn't hit or something like that. Oh, I see that got the instant death on him. That was nice.
Cool. The other death card is pretty rare now. Ever since we added the lightning card.
Right. 3-4, nice, I'll kill. Alright. I think we're made our way through this pretty much, guys and girls. The only thing left is to find the legend sword, which I don't quite remember where it is. How many more monsters are there? I think there's 15 encounters, so this is like heaviest load of dudes. M Shuriken. The reason it's called M Shuriken is because we just didn't have the space to fit Mega. Or Magic, I don't remember what it was supposed to be.
I think Mega.
Mega.
No, it's just the M Shuriken. That was the plan the whole time.
Yeah, of course. We're professionals, guys. Damn. I think there's a puzzle right here. Okay. Okay, let me think about this. Oh yeah, I think it's this. This makes sense to me. Wait. Oh my god, I don't know how to solve this.
Huh.
What do you think about this? Oh wait, no, this is really easy. No, don't do that. Wait. I just had it in my head. Yeah. This is really easy. See? Ah, freaking Luke, man. It's all these freaking statues, you only need one of them. And I think that's it, guys. Girls. Alright, let's see. Should be... Yep, here we go. Legend Sword. Just super awesome. Let's see, where is the exit? It's always kind of part of this dungeon. It's, Shut up, Max. I'm not struggling, dude. I'm just creating drama. You don't think I know the solutions, man? I made the game, dude. Just putting on a show for you guys. Actually, I didn't remember. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Rematch with Thieves? Thieves?
Yeah, 12 minutes, you can do it. Either that or the arena, battle arena.
Oh yeah, I should do the battle arena. I'll try this once. If it fails, then I'll go and win the arena. Because I could probably clean up the last 2 tiers now.
Yeah.
What's my strategy again? Blur? Oh, talent.
Blur, Wraithstorm.
Okay. Wraithstorm doesn't do as much power as you would think because he gets like HP back.
Yeah, well, you need to double up Apple.
I don't have any apples. But
They're like 200 gold, man.
Yeah. I'm just to do this for it, see if I get a bleed. Nice.
Or you know, the physical damage, blocking shield or nullifying shield would work great with Kellen and Tond.
Oh yeah, I never even thought about that. Wow, that's a great strat actually. So I'm just gonna get rid of this shield first. Let's do that, actually. I'm gonna blur. Well, Kellen's probably gonna die this round, unfortunately. Ooh, that was some good damage. Actually, this might be my strategy, just use fire. Oh, this is it. I'm gonna win, guys. Like, I'm going to win this round. Pretty sure. Double up. Azzy. Yep. As long as Kellen gets his rallies off, I think I won. Die! Ah, so close. That was frustrating. Okay. I thought that I seriously thought that Psyblast was gonna do it.
Yeah, it looked. He had like 10 hit points left.
I got him
So
now.
he's gonna die. He's dead.
Alright. And I get the Hand of Storms. Awesome. So let me go and equip that, get it all set up, and then I'll do the last Battle Arena tier. And then starting tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will fight King Simeon, and then finish, let's see, what else is there to do? Mystic Cave, and then I guess beat the game. Okay, Hand of Storms. Let's see what you got going on. so I'm gonna do my favorite setup, which is Wraith Bracelet and the Wraith Charm. Oh, it's on Talon, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll give her the Wraith thing. So now she's got... Oh, I didn't equip it. I was like... 220 AP, and she's gonna have all her spells reduced by a third. Pretty good. So he's got that. For some reason, there's like a weird graphical glitch where when you unequipped and re-imbue artifacts, like sometimes the icon doesn't adjust or right. Duplicator, Bruiser, Bladed Idol, Wraith Bracelet, Wraith Charm, Wraith. It's Power Belt. Let's give you... So what I'm going to do for Talon is give him the Phase Lament and the Lucky Darts. So I'm going to have... Wait, where's it? The crit rate seemed lower than last time. What am I missing? Maybe there's something else I had. Okay, never mind. Alright. Let's go beat this battle arena. Crush it. Probably try to beat the last two to squeeze it out in 7 minutes. Wait, I selected the first tier, didn't I? Wasn't even paying attention. Wow. You guys remember if I saved?
Probably not. Well, it's not like you can die on this.
Yeah, it would take me time if I just restarted, but I'll just do it real fast. Oh, you know what I forgot to get, guys? I forgot to get the Extirpator. Remember that treasure chest I told you guys to check out when we were in the in Lod? I can go back and get that, and with that setup, I can give Helen a really sick setup where he's going to attack every enemy twice. Pretty awesome. But no matter. I'll do like absurd damage. Fun.
Wait, didn't you beat all of these?
Yeah, I beat these. These are like, this is the first tier.
Oh, you just accidentally picked
I accidentally selected it because I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, Dorothy, it's a great item. When you beat the battle arena, there's another great item you get, which lets you... I think I was talking about it earlier. It lowers your AP by 50, but it gives you a passive recovery rate of 75 AP. Every round, I'm going to gain 75 back. Once I get that, I'll replace the Wraith ban with that. Alright. There we go. When you beat him again for the second time, you just get money. Shut up and take my money. And that's it. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Okay. Let's do foot. It's fine. Really, if I was smart, I'd just have Kellen heal every round because my HP is going to slowly go down. As he's so powerful with that candy staff. Let's do it. Let's see if I get some crits. Look, see, that's some good damage. For everyone who says Talon isn't good, that was like an easy 2,000 damage for very cheap. I guess it takes a little bit of setup though, so ideal. Let's just do this. Add support stack. I do next. That rejuvenate is like 5 pixels too far to the right. Every time I see it,
I see it.
I mean, it's not huge. I just think about that stuff sometimes. It's like something weird about our positioning and our animations that was like really hard to use.
Yeah.
And so like I did the best I could, and then at some points I would just give up and say like, okay, it's good enough. Next up, an article on Kotaku. Dev admits on stream that his lazy polish was good enough. Good enough.
I'd welcome it.
Yeah.
As long as they link to our game.
Link to our game. Oh, you can diss us all you want.
Right.
But I will say though, luckily we don't get this with Shadows of Adam because our fans are awesome. But sometimes I see like there's like a vibe on the internet where like they say developers are lazy. Or like, you know, it's like, I'm telling you, developers are not lazy. I mean, maybe there are some lazy ones, but making a game is hard. And it's not as easy as just like thinking in your mind that you want this feature and it become, you know what I mean? I don't know, how was it at Zynga? Yeah.
About development?
Yeah, as far as like work ethic and...
Nah, you gotta get the job done. It's not really about being lazy, it's about just getting it done. And knowing when to call it good enough, good enough.
Right. Yeah. I posted last night's video of the stream, and a guy commented saying, you guys need to port this to Switch right away. And then he immediately responded with, I'm sorry for port begging. I think he realized that like that's sort of getting a little bit of a bad rap right now. The Hat in Time devs, which was a really great 3D collectathon that came out recently, they just flat out said, like, someone asked, are you porting to Switch? And they just responded, no, we will not be porting to Switch. And the reason is because I think they did their game in Unreal Engine, so like it wouldn't work anyway. And people are just like shit talking him on the internet, like, I can't believe you won't do this, and how dare you, you guys are just stupid and lazy. And I'm like, you're not entitled to a Switch port of Hat in Time.
Right. Yeah, there's somebody who's like, even though I have PC and like this game, I'm not gonna buy it just because they're not gonna be on Switch.
Trust me, I mean, I'm sure if it was easy for them to do it, they'd be all over it, but they've done quite well on PC and PS4. I think they've sold at least 100,000 copies, which for Steam is indie is really good. It's not Cuphead, but it's good. Anyway, like I said, we don't have any of those issues with our fans, because our fans are awesome and really, really helpful and kind and supportive. There's like a handful of people on Twitter that pretty much have retweeted or liked every single thing we've ever put up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is awesome. It's like a reliable, like 3-4 people. Alright guys, one more. Survive. Alright, save. 10 elixirs and a wraith back. So in this tier, the gimmick is I can only use a skill once per battle. So it's a little challenging. And especially in the final battle where if Azzy dies and you use your one revive, you can't bring people back to life. So I'm going a little over 10, but that's okay. Just want to finish this real fast. Yeah, sure. suplex, and I can get a burn on each of these guys. That'll be nice. But my luck will be ice. Oh, there we go. Every single one got a burn. Wow. That was nice. So I might use this next round to just heal myself up and get AP back. This is these battle arena thing. Oh, I can't use cheer up again, right? Forgot about that. Rejuvenate. Oh, this is tough. Okay, so this is a really tough battle. So it's like almost like a puzzle. Like in so many turns, I have to be able to win this battle. I don't have any items that can go through immunity, so I think the strat here should be to taunt one of these guys. Just hope I hit him. I'm gonna double up Azzy so she gets 2 flares. It's kind of a workaround. Flare should take care of those 2 ghosts and maybe, yeah. Oh wow, this is going really well actually. This is a time where having those darts for Talon would have been really nice. So I'll try a hat trick because I get 3 chances to hit him. Just need to connect on 1. And all this. Oh. Oh, come on. Can't taunt. Any blind. There we go. Okay. I think I got 3 more battles left. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, first off, I'm gonna attack. That slime will go down in one of those. I'm gonna bluff because I want to get double up so I can do a double up Heartbreaker. And I need kill the slime. See that move right there, Tim, where it had the lightning bolt? One day I want to figure out how to make that go like.
Yeah, just make an animation script.
Yeah.
For it. It'd be pretty easy. I think. Yeah, just find like a basic one.
Oh, he's got some serious magic going. He must be immune to Wraith damage. Let's go with it. Okay, now I just kind of have to figure out how to kill this guy. Nice statue. Oh, they all hit the guy. Very nice. I'm like trying to think about the next battle while I'm doing this one. Oh god. Okay. This and that was just attack. All right, one more, guys. I think 1 or 2 more. Okay, this is pretty hard. I'm just gonna... No, not yet. Wait, no, I can't do that yet. So what I'll do is do a rally on her and do a flare, and then I'll do like a spear punch on him and a bluff. I want to do a double up Wraith Storm on the middle guy. I'm only gonna get 1 chance to do it, so I gotta make sure it's all gonna work. Oh hey, Ashy's Corner. If you're interested, I have a video teaser, some new tracks that my composer put together for the devlog. Yeah, I'd love to see it, man. Always nice to hear other people's work. Ew. Ashy's Corner. I remember you from like 2 years ago because you were one of the first streamers to stream Shadows of Adam when we were doing our Kickstarter. That's a change right there. That Death Gaze used to be an instant kill, but now it just does 99% damage. But Kellen's gonna die anyway because he's got bleed on. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that stream too. I'll probably try to check it out when I'm able to. Alright. Got it. Yay!
Yep. It is when they're dead. That's a fun little hint. I guess the like AP thing shows up to you.
Alright, so I'll show you guys one more thing before I go ahead and call it. Can't go too much later because as I said that, I looked over. Here she was. Okay, so let me take the Wraith Band off, and I'm going to put the Wraith Pack on. So, increase regen rate to 70%, decrease AP by 50. It's okay. Now Azrael has 150 AP, but she's going to gain back 70 every round, and all her skills cost a third less. So, this is where the game really starts getting fun. So tomorrow, at the beginning of tomorrow's stream, I'm going to take down King Simeon. Hopefully, own him pretty hard. Josh will hopefully be joining us. Maybe Tim will be there too. Are you going to be around tomorrow night too, Tim?
Yeah, I'll probably be around again.
Cool. So we'll have 3 of the devs on, which will be a lot of fun. And maybe we'll try to convince like Ty to join too. But thank you guys for watching. Here, I'll post all the things in the chat. If you guys haven't picked up the game yet, it's for 50% off on Steam right now. Ashy's Corner. If you haven't got the DLC yet, I recommend picking up. It's like $2 right now, and all this content I'm doing right now is part of the expansion, so it's pretty fun. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. It's always fun, and let me know if you guys have any more questions about the development or anything that comes to mind. Tomorrow night again at 7 to 10. Hopefully we'll finish it up, and then if not, then we'll either have to stream late Friday or Saturday. All right?
Yeah, probably should just do it Saturday, I think.
Yeah. Friday's our anniversary, and the sale ends on Saturday morning. So, all right, everybody. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys later.
Yep. Later.